stars, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. I know you guys are super excited. I can feel your excitement through the screen. No, I'm joking. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and we're gonna tap into the energy of your future spouse today, okay? Also, I've seen a lot of you guys commenting where you were guessing what my signs are, because I told you guys that I'm not a water sign, so I just wanted to reveal what signs I am. So I follow Vedic astrology. So in Vedic astrology, I am a Taurus sun, a Leo rising, and a Libra moon. But in Western astrology, I would be a Gemini sun, a Scorpio moon, and I would be a Virgo rising, basically. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you could really tap into my energy, or you could really you guys have been here for a while, so I've seen a lot of right answers. I just wanted to let you guys know. These are my big three, basically, and I resonate with both. I resonate more with Vedic astrology, but then I can also see myself like in Western astrology, like a Scorpio moon would also be very much like on topic, but I don't necessarily resonate with like a Virgo rising, because I feel like Virgo is more like minimalistic and down to earth, and I'm a little bit like, I have tendencies to go more into the luxurious, or not luxurious, but like I'm more about like, I like everything to be like, you know, I like to do a lot. So I like to do a lot when it comes to decoration, when it comes to like jewelry and stuff like that. And I think Virgo would be more like minimalistic, or they would be more like, I don't know, less is more. But then my makeup is less is more, because I don't do much with my makeup, but I put jewelry on my face, which is like very extra, so that would be more Leo energy, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm kind of like in between of like Western and Vedic astrology. I follow Vedic astrology more, or I resonate with it more, but then I see myself as a Scorpio moon a lot, but not necessarily a Virgo rising. And what am I else? Gemini sun. Yeah, I feel like I'm more of a Taurus than a Gemini, to be honest with you, but I have tendencies to have like characteristics of a Gemini. So it's a little bit confusing depending on what kind of astrology you follow, but a lot of you guys have seen the right answer. Okay, I'm rambling, but maybe that would be Gemini energy, right? Anyway, okay, so guys, we are going to look at what your first sexy night with your future spouse is going to be like. So basically on the day where you have sex for the first time, where you kiss and touch each other, where you go down on each other for the first time, what is it going to be like, okay? This is like a very free-flowing reading, because I don't know what's gonna come out of this, okay? So depending on what is important, maybe we're talking about the foreplay, maybe we're talking about the date that you will have before you guys have sex, maybe we will talk about like after you guys had sex, okay? Depending on whatever the heck comes out. There's also gonna be an extended, so for all of you that are subscribed to my Patreon, you have a lot more to watch and indulge in the energy, or bask in the energy of your future spouse today, okay? So this reading is gonna have an extended. I'm gonna put the link down in the description box. I'm actually not quite sure how I'm going to extend this reading. I was thinking about extending this reading as to like, how will they seduce you, or what will really turn you on, okay? But I'm gonna let you guys know how we're going to extend the reading, or what is going to be the topic of the extended reading by the end of your reading, okay? Yeah, but anyway, without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 3 objects. It's not images today, it's objects. I felt drawn to objects, okay? And I would say, without further ado, I'm gonna see you in your reading, guys, and we're gonna look at, you know, like your first night, your first sexy night, your first sleepover, okay? Sleeping next to each other for the first time. What is it going to be like? What is the energy? What is the vibe, okay? So I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, my beautiful pie number one. Welcome to your reading. I don't know why I speak like that. To be honest with you, I think I can already, like feel the energy here. Anyway, so you chose this beautiful object here. I actually was lighting the candle for you again, okay? But I'm gonna turn it off because it leaks. Ooh! This candle actually leaks. If you burn it completely, it leaks. Ooh, okay. Okay, guys, give me a moment here. So, welcome to your reading, my beautiful pie number one. We're gonna look at your first night with your future spouse, your first time sleeping at each other's place, or depending on where you're gonna be, the vibe between the two of you as you spend the night together, as you have a sleepover, as you have sex together, depending on whatever the heck comes out, okay? So, that's interesting. The candle leaks. Okay, what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna channel the energy first, okay? And then we're gonna look at the cards together. So give me a moment here. I also feel like I wanna cleanse. Let's see, what is your first night, your first sexy night with your future spouse going to be like, okay? Let's see. Pie number one, your first sexy night, your sleepover, you guys having sex for the first time. This is not gonna be a normal day, okay? This is not gonna be a normal day. For me, this feels like your first night spent together. You know how a day already starts weird when you wake up in the morning? That's what I'm picking up. Now, I'm not picking up like a bad day necessarily. I'm picking up the energy of like you wake up in the morning and you can already feel in your gut feeling that something is weird. For example, let's say you had like a very odd, twisted dream, and then you hear like a very loud bird and you're like, I never hear this bird. Or when you go out, you like hear certain things and you see certain things that are very unusual. Like you can pick up that the energy in the air is very, very weird, or very, very different, or there's some type of shift. Or again, like that on that day you see like a bird you've never seen before, or on that day the light is flickering, on that day you have like a very twisted dream. Listen to me, pie number one, your first sexy night with your future spouse is not just gonna be a sexy night, it's also gonna be like very intense spiritually, okay? Meaning that on that day your spirit guides are really coming through, the spirit guides of your future spouse are really coming through. I don't know what is going on, but I'm picking up the energy that because Spirit wants me to talk about before you guys even end up in a bed together or sleeping together, okay? Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's going to be unexpected, okay? It's just going to happen, or it's going to be very, very unexpected. I feel like it was not planned. You know how you tell yourself in your mind, okay, on today we're going to have sex. I don't pick this up at all. This is going to be like very... how can I say that? This is going to be very unexpected, okay? It might even be unexpected that you didn't plan to see each other, but there's some weird ass energy going on in the air, okay? We actually have to dive a little bit deeper with you guys, okay? But it feels like your first day or night together, or like you spent the day together and then, you know, end up laying next to each other. It feels like it's going to be a very weird day in general. First thing when you wake up in the morning, something weird is gonna happen, okay? Something unusual. You feel like that the energy is unusual. You go out, you see a shooting star, you find money on the floor, your spirit guides came through to you in a dream very clearly. You have visions on that day. There's signs, symbols, like an overload of synchronicities, an overload of signs, even as you guys are together. I'm picking up the energy when you guys are together on that day, spending the day together. You see the number 77 everywhere, almost to the point where it almost feels like, what the fuck is going on here? It's not just like, oh, I see 77 twice a day. No, it's 7 times seeing number 777. Or you guys are going out together and you look up to the sky and there's something weird flying. I think I talked about that in a reading before. So if you can remember or recall me talking about that there's a lot of weird things happening as you are in your connection, this is definitely like you would be you would be my pile where magic happens, where miracles happen, where you are familiar with dark magic, where you are familiar with white magic, where you are familiar with like evil eye, where you are familiar with like shamanic rituals or like trippy visions or psychedelics and stuff like that. All that energy is definitely coming up here. This could also be something cultural. For example, in my culture, it's very known that we have like seers, that you can go to a fortune teller and ask her, you know, like they don't lay cards, but they just see, they have visions. So psychics are very like common in my culture, or you know, going to a herbalist, you know, and stuff like that. So this could also be something cultural, that you both have a background where there was some type of like psychic things happening in your family, or where there's an energy of like you got familiar with supernatural things, you got familiar with spirit guides, you got familiar with like a, let's say for example, a near-death experience, and ever since you see things, and ever since like you have a very strong connection to God. Okay, this could also be like where you in general have like a very, or you and your future spouse, like both of you. Okay, I'm talking about the both of you, but that day particularly is going to be very intense. Okay, it's going to be a day where again you see something weird in the sky, or I don't know, we will have to dive deeper, but this is definitely going to be a day that feels supernatural, that feels magical. And when I say magical, I literally mean magic. Like for example, you did a ritual, you wanted to manifest something, okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with your future spouse, but on the day where you and your future spouse spend the day together and you sleep over at their place, on that day you get the email that you've been trying to manifest. Does that make sense? So there could also be an energy that on the day where you guys will lay next to each other, have sex together, spend the night together, is also a day where something is manifesting in your life or in their life, meaning that some type of magic is being revealed. Now we can also go to the darker spectrum of that, because I also pick up there could be a hint of dark magic in the air, meaning that maybe you have a crazy ex, they have a crazy ex, maybe there's like a jealous friend and stuff like that. Picking up the energy, there's some type of like, if I could describe the energy, okay, to keep it short and simple, if I could describe the energy between you and your future spouse on that day, this is not just gonna be like, oh, we're having sex, you know, I'm riding his D. Okay, this is not just gonna be, this is also gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is in the air? Is this dark magic? Is this white magic? Manifestation, supernatural things? There's something, this is not, this is, I'm hearing this is gonna blow your mind. Now let me blow your mind. This is like, you and your future spouse, you're gonna look at each other and you're gonna ask yourself, what the fuck just happened? Are we crazy? Or this energy of like, you guys are going to experience something crazy on that day. We're gonna dive into what it is, but this is not just gonna be a day where you remember, oh, I had sex for the first time with my future spouse. This is also the day where something manifested, also the day where a secret was revealed, also the day where you and your future spouse saw something supernatural happening, also the day where you and your future spouse manifested something together. Does that make sense? There is an aspect of something supernatural is happening, something very crazy is happening, or if you would tell other people about it, they would not believe you what happened on that day. Okay, we will have to dive a little bit deeper here. I also pick up the energy here of some type of like dark magic is being revealed. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. Now, if you tell me you don't necessarily believe in like dark magic and stuff like that, then this message is not for you. But if you are familiar with evil eye, if you are familiar with like backstabbing energy, if you are familiar with people who, if you are familiar with like dark magic, or you have experienced some type of dark magic, I feel like you and your future spouse, you're gonna talk about it because they went through the same thing. There's an energy of like, you both on that day, on that night, this could even be like a night walk, okay? Because I'm picking up, it's probably gonna be a full moon, it's probably gonna be a night walk. On that day, there's some type of secret being revealed that maybe you went through the same, ooh. What is that? Hold on, guys. Because the spirit just flew to my singing bowl right here. Wow. There is some type of spirit guide or guardian angel coming through on that day. The both of you. Let's say you have a departed grandma, grandpa, auntie, or they have that, they're gonna be present on that day. Because to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you guys. I feel the energy that maybe you have a crazy ex, or maybe you have experienced some type of dark magic and they also did, okay? If you're somebody that is striving to be successful, I also feel like your future spouse might, like, you are mirroring each other. There's an energy of like, wow, this happened to you too. And then you guys talk about how you got backstabbed by friends, because I pick up a dark energy. Scorpio is dark. Scorpio talks about taboo topics. Scorpio talks about secrets. Scorpio talks about dark magic. Scorpio talks about occultism. There's a hint of occultism energy, a hint of magic, talking about dark magic, talking about manifestation, or something is quite literally going to manifest on that day. But I wouldn't be surprised if you already know that there's people sending you an evil eye, okay? If you know you have like an ex-lover that is obsessed with you, or maybe they have somebody, okay? Or there could also be an energy, this is just going to be very, very particular for somebody. If it's not for you, don't take it, okay? But I want to talk to all of you guys. If you felt like you were under a spell, or like, let's say, for example, you know how sometimes people, when you are in a relationship with somebody who's bad for you, you feel like, this person must have put a spell on me. Why did I stay so long with that person? Does that make sense? And putting a spell on people is not only sitting down with a candle and doing some type of stuff. Putting a spell is also talking to a person in a manipulative way, to the point where you ingrain thoughts in their mind that are not theirs. When a person tells you all the time, you're nothing without me, you're nothing without me, you're nothing without me, they're manipulating and brainwashing you to the point where you actually believe that thought. Does that make sense? So for some of you guys, this goes into the energy of like, I don't know how to describe it. There's something about like some type of dark secret is being revealed on that day, or there could be an energy where there's some type of dark magic, okay? This doesn't even have to be like upon your relationship, but this could also be like, let's say your future spouse is super successful, okay? And you are somebody, you are very psychic, or you know about magic, and you know about, you know, like there's evil people out there, and we cannot deny that. No matter how much people want to say, you know, evil eye and stuff like that is not real. If somebody prays for you, they send you good energy. If somebody's thinking like, oh, I hope they're not gonna succeed, it's the same energy. They send you negative energy. It's really that simple. It's not like somebody sitting there, sometimes it is, somebody sitting there looking at you all the time, or like having a picture on your of you on their altar. It doesn't have to be like that, okay, in order for it to be dark magic. But I feel like there's something gonna be revealed. And it feels like there's white magic and dark magic taking place. So again, there's an energy of like a spirit guide is coming through. There's gonna be like a lot of like synchronistic, like there's gonna be an overload of synchronicities. Do you know that one meme where I think it was Oprah, like the meme of Oprah where she says, when you get an overload of synchronicities and your eyes are like this? That's what it feels like, where you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? What just happened? And you guys are gonna look at each other. Look at this card. You guys are gonna look at each other like, oh my freaking god. Oh my god. I'm also hearing your future spouse say, we're meant to be together. Oh my god. Where this just came through out of nowhere. So there could also be signs that you guys are meant to be together, or that you are meant for each other. There could also be a revelation of why you guys are meant for each other, or that there's like really a spirit, a blessing, that connection. Wow. I'm also picking up the energy here. You or your future spouse, you're gonna feel like shit on that day, okay? Because we have, when they turn out the lights, I will be there in the dark, and you can see that somebody's like, and it's interesting because when they turn out the lights, I will be there in the dark. So there's an energy of like darkness and light is being revealed, meaning like spirit guides, guardian angels, signs that you are meant to be together, crazy things happening, crazy synchronicities. But at the same time, there could also be a revelation of like somebody tried to sabotage the relationship, or somebody tried to, you know, like get you back, or, you know, like, or somebody sending you a message on that day, trying to like, I don't know, cause some type of like drama in the connection. Or you guys might even talk about how you feel like there was some type of spell on you or some type of dark magic, or you guys are going to talk about something like occultistic, like talking about supernatural things that happened to you, talking about like how you connected to a departed loved one. This is definitely a night where you guys talk about everything and anything under the sun. Like all secrets are being revealed. The things that you usually don't tell other people, you would tell your future spouse and they will understand you. They went through the same thing here, okay? Now I'm also picking up the energy. For some odd reason, I'm seeing a vision of your future spouse standing in the kitchen and they feel like shit and they're calling you. So it was not planned that you guys see each other, but either you or them, you will feel like I should be with my future spouse today because, oh my God. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Pile number 1, I'm picking up the energy here. Either you or your future spouse, you will have, I feel like it's not, again, there's something unexpected happening on that day, or you guys didn't plan to spend the night together, or you guys didn't plan to even meet each other on that day. But somebody here, it's either you or them, or the both of you will feel like I should be with pile number 1, or I should be with my future spouse today. Something tells me I should be with them. Or maybe you had like a twisted dream about something bad happening to them and you feel like I should be with them today, or like you had some like, or like something weird. It's like kind of like I feel like you're gonna receive some type of like psychic, like even if it's just a gut feeling, your gut feeling would tell you I should be with my future spouse, or I should be with that person on that day even though we didn't even plan to meet each other, okay? Or there could be a call where your future spouse calls you, or you call your future spouse, depending on, you know, like it can also be vice versa, where somebody doesn't feel good or somebody's like really down, and then the other person's like, okay, come over to my place, or I'm gonna come over to you, or something along those lines, and then you guys are gonna spend the night together. It was not planned, but circumstances lead you to meet each other on that day, okay? And I feel like there's a particular reason for that. For example, you didn't plan to go out on that day. And then you have this urge, like I should be with my future spouse, like something tells me to be with him, with her today. And then you go out and then you drive, and then I don't know, there's like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like first of all, I want to let you guys know that you are protected. No matter what this energy is, you guys are protected. But I feel like there's something about, like, my intuition tells me to be with that person on that day, and there's going to be a reason why you have the strong urge to be with your future spouse on that day, okay? This could be on both ends, where I don't know, they feel like shit, or you maybe even surprise them. Oh, I'm gonna come over, and they didn't tell you that they feel like shit, okay? There could also be something like, I don't know, I don't want to dive too deep into that, but it could also be an energy where they're going through something and they didn't tell you about it, but your gut feeling would tell you, I need to be there for them today, or the other way around. And there's going to be a reason why you have to be together on that day. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like a very strong energy where there is a reason why you have to meet on that day, or why you have to spend the night together on that day. But it's going to be revealed as you are together. It's not going to be a normal day. It's going to be like very psychic, very supernatural. There's white magic in the air. Okay, your spirit guides are going to be more active than usual, or there's going to be like more synchronicities than usual. But there could also be an aspect of like dark magic, depending on what is going on in your life, okay? Now, this was only channeling. Now, let me get a few more cards here. I can't, because we also have the card here, awareness, okay? Now, let me read out from the guidebook what this card is about, because then you guys will know where I'm coming from here. This is not going to be an average Joe day. This is going to be a day where, I don't know, your psychic, how do you say that? Your psychic radar tells you something. Or I'm also picking up the energy when you guys have sex for the first time. It's almost as if you guys, how can I explain that? I'm being brought, now you guys know why my readings are always so long. It's 26 minutes and I didn't even really start. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. So I was watching, this was like back in the days. There was this one guy called Nature Boy. He was a little bit weird, to be honest with you, but he said something particular. Give me a moment here, guys. I feel like there is something going on with, if you run into your ex with your future spouse, they're gonna send like a very dark energy to you. Or if your relationship is gonna be made public, you guys have to like, how can I say that? You guys have to be aware that this connection is, I'm hearing it's not gonna be easy. But the reason for it not being easy is not necessarily that there's gonna be like problems between you and them. There's more so this energy of like, people are going to lust after you, people are going to lust after them, or there could be an energy where they're blessed with success or you are blessed with success, and success always comes with like evil eye energy. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of energy where you have to like cleanse yourself, protect yourself, bless the connection or bless the relationship, or kind of like do a ritual where your connection is being protected or something like that, or really talk about everything or something along those lines, because I feel like there is an energy. I don't know who this is, I don't know what this is, okay? Again, this could be due to your future spouse being super duper successful, and when they're super duper successful, that also means that there's like, success always comes with some type of drama, okay? But this could also be that your love story is so beautiful that you trigger other people, and that's where the evil eye or the negative energy comes from, okay? So that there is a strong emphasis on your connection has to be protected, or your connection has to like, I don't know, your connection has to be protected by spirit guides or something like that, because there will be people that will try to, there is something going on, there's a different energy. And I feel like even if everything went well in the beginning, on that day you will realize that there's another energy that is not so nice. So I don't know what the fuck this is. Again, if you run into your ex or something like that, you definitely have to like bless your relationship or pray for your relationship or write something good down about your relationship, because your crazy ex or their crazy ex or somebody in your friend circle and their friend circle, okay, depending on what's going on, because you never know. Like sometimes, I know that I talk a lot about that, but sometimes when you start to upgrade and elevate, and when you start to like really manifest your dream partner, and you have this dream relationship because you manifested it, and other people didn't manifest it, they will feel triggered, okay? I'm not saying that they're bad people, but sometimes success and love and true love and romance triggers people, although it's very beautiful things. But if they feel like they are lacking and they feel like you are abundant, it's going to trigger them. And if they're not self-aware, they're going to do some shady stuff, even if you didn't think they would, okay? So I don't want you to be paranoid. I'm just letting you know, like, if there's anything like hidden in the shadows, it's going to be revealed to you on the day where you guys will have sex together or sleep together, or where you guys will cuddle together or whatever, okay? Now give me a moment. I want to change this little tea light here. Okay guys, I just exchanged the tea light. Now let me read it out from the book here, because again, I wouldn't be talking about it if spirit would not show up, but this to me feels like a connection that is destined to be. It's going to be very clear, like the signs that you will be getting will tell you you are meant for each other, okay? If there have been questions in your head, if there have been questions in their head, if they're just, I'm also hearing, am I just imagining it, or is this really true? So there's going to be a confirmation that you guys are meant for each other, and it's going to be like a very intense spiritual experience that you guys will have together, okay? I'm also seeing a walk at night, but I feel like it's not planned. It's kind of like, I feel like shit, and then the other person says, I want to be there for you tonight or today. And there might be a reason why you're supposed to be with your future spouse on that day. Your intuition will tell you to drive to this person's place, or the other way around. And there's going to be a reason why, okay? There's going to be a strong reason why. And I feel like it's going to be very intense, because this is going to be a day where you both will realize that your relationship is blessed, or your connection is blessed, or that there's a spirit guide watching over the both of you. But there could also be an energy where you will realize that there's some type of threat or some type of energy that is trying to separate the both of you. Or there could also be, again, a revelation of a crazy ex-lover, I mean, okay. There could be a revelation of some sort here. It's both energies that I pick up. I pick up like a revelation of like some type of darker energy, because if you look at the Queen of Swords here, and for these two energies to come out, we have Scorpio twice, and we all know Scorpio is a very dark sign, right? A very dark sign. It talks about taboo topics, it talks about sex, but it also talks about occultism. And occultism is usually also a lot about like what is hidden. Okay, so there could also be a revelation of like again, I'm gonna dive into that in a second, but with the Queen of Swords here, if you look at this card, you can see that there's a dark candle, and dark candles are usually for protection. Okay, so there could be an energy where you guys will feel like you're watched over by something. It will be very, very apparent and clear for the both of you that there's something up in the air that is watching the both of you, or that this connection is not gonna be a normal connection, because this connection feels like otherworldly, supernatural, psychic, the intuition, or like I'm also hearing telepathic communication. So there could also be an energy where like I don't know, I keep feeling this energy of like, I want to drive there, I need to be there, I need to be there, and then there's a reason why you felt like you needed to be there. Okay, alrighty, let's see. So the card says awareness, it's Scorpio. Give me a moment. Okay, let's say, okay, I'm going to give you an example, okay? Let's say, for example, you have this feeling like you want to be with your future spouse on that day, although it was not planned, or you had like a very weird dream that makes you worried about your future spouse, or that you don't really understand, or you felt weird the whole day. And then you go to your future spouse, and let's say your future spouse has a dog, okay? Let's say your future spouse has a dog, and as soon as you get to your future spouse's house, all of a sudden the dog is like not feeling well, and you guys have to drive to the how do you say that, to the pet doctor, I don't know how you call that. Okay, you have to drive to a doctor with the dog. Does that make sense? So it was not planned that you go there, but something would tell you you should be there, or you should go there, and then when they turn out the lights, I will be there in the dark. So there could be an energy where you also have like very dark thoughts on that day, or the other way around. But let me tell you, those dark thoughts might not come from you. They might come from somebody sending you negative energy or something along those lines. There's something weird going on here. Okay, so to let you guys know, okay, I want to let you guys know, yeah, that I would be very, very careful with making this relationship public, okay, or to not do too much, like not to post pictures and stuff like that. I mean, you can, but just be aware that there might be a particular person or multiple people that cannot handle how in love you are, or how perfect your partner is, or how beautiful your relationship is, or that out of all of them you are the first one to marry. Like, I don't know, it's so much petty, like when I say that I feel like it's petty stuff, but people are really like, they sometimes have like very twisted thoughts. So you have to be a little bit careful here. This connection has to be protected. It's gonna be protected, but there's also gonna be like some weird energy going on. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna dive into what it is in the extended, because I already talked a lot here, guys. I'm gonna get a few more cards here, but I think I'm gonna dive into what this energy is on Patreon again. We're gonna see. So we have here number 16. Give me a moment here. Alrighty. I know this was supposed to be like a sexy reading, but I cannot, like, this is too intense. Okay, we're gonna dive into the sexy energy in a second, but I had to like tell you or talk to you about this before we dive into the sexy energy. So give me a moment here. So the card awareness says Scorpio or lunar. Yeah, I'm also hearing lunatic. You see, like a lunatic is like somebody who's acting up, or somebody who's acting crazy. Okay, I don't know, there could also be like your ex is calling on that day all the time, or like, I don't know, like something weird happening here. Okay, Spirit also wants to let you know, don't let yourself get triggered. You guys are meant to be together. It's going to be very apparent, but there are also going to be people like, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so the card says, with magic, understanding comes first, and action follows. From one comes another. You see, so there's going to be some type of magic. This could also be something as manifesting here. On that day or on that night, something is manifesting, okay, in your life, in their life. And then it says, every step in a couple's life is permeated with awareness. Awareness asks its own questions. Doubt is not only permissible but desirable. Do I really love or not? More or less than tomorrow? So there could also be a revelation of, again, you guys are meant to be together, but there could also be a revelation of, I love you too. So on the day where you guys will have sex together, there's probably going to be like a revelation of feelings, telling each other that you love each other, or realizing how much you actually love that person, or how deeply you are in love with each other, okay? So there's probably going to be this energy of like, I love you, or saying I love you for the first time, or saying I want to be with you for the rest of my life for the first time, something like that. There's definitely going to be like, somebody's gonna say it, okay? Like, yeah, I'm picking up this energy of like, there's going to be a conversation about like, I love you so much, or like this energy of like, I cannot live without you. And maybe these words have not been spoken before, but on that day they will be spoken before you guys are even intimate with each other, okay? And then it says magic. Suspend a bowl of spring water over the head of your partner to find out whether they are under a spell. So for some of you guys, there could also be an energy where a spell is broken, okay? If you guys are into that, or if this aligns with your reality right now, if there's something going on with spells, something going on with dark magic, your future spouse is going to break a spell in your life, okay? Just for somebody out here who, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then just leave it for somebody here. Okay, now let's dive into the sexy energy. Sorry guys, but I had to talk about it. So when it comes to the sexual energy between the two of you, there's probably gonna be like a lot of like staring into each other's eyes even before you touch or kiss each other. I'm picking up the energy of like looking into each other's eyes, and it's gonna be like a very intense stare or a very intense gaze that I'm picking up here, okay? I'm also picking up this energy here of like when you guys will have sex, there's this energy of like hugging each other like very tightly, or squeezing, or like scratching and squeezing, kind of like as if you cannot get enough of that person, so you're going to squeeze and like really hold them very, very tightly. Yeah, I'm picking up this energy when you're both are coming. There's this energy of like holding each other so tightly that you almost like choke each other. Not that you really do, but you know what I mean, like when you hug somebody so strongly, and you can feel the desire in the hug, or you can feel the desire in how this person's holding your hand, or how this person's like holding your hair or something along those lines, okay? I'm picking up the strong energy here also that you guys are gonna have sex in the dark, meaning for some of you guys there's also gonna be moonlight that will shine into the room, depending on, yeah, I feel like for a lot of you guys it might be a full moon, or it might be the energy of like where the moon will shine into the room or something along those lines, okay? And then for others of you, I'm picking up the energy here of candles, or I'm picking up the energy here of like having sex in complete darkness, but just a few candles are on or something like that, because Scorpio again is like a very dark sign. So this is definitely like, it could also be in the middle of the night, like you guys fell asleep and then you wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and then you guys would do it, okay? I'm picking up this energy of like the both of you will have like a very crazy day together. I'm also picking up that you don't want to separate on that day. So I don't know what is going on. It's like the energy is so intense spiritually with your spirit guides that you don't want to sleep anywhere else but next to each other. Okay, now let me get a few more cards. Again, I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper in the extended, and sorry guys if this is not as sexy or spicy as it was supposed to be, but I have to talk about what I'm seeing here, okay? Now, the sex itself or the cuddling itself again is gonna be like very intense, almost to the point, yeah, I keep feeling this energy of like not being able to let each other go. There's a strong energy, like even if you guys are done with having sex, they're still holding you like very tightly. So I don't know, or the other way around, there's something about holding each other's hands very tightly, because Scorpio is a very intense sign. So when Scorpio is involved in all of that, this feels like a very intense orgasm, a very intense climax, very intensely hugging each other, very intense eye contact. Like everything is going to be intensified if you think about it, okay? It's going to be dramatic. You know how when you see a sex scene in a movie and it's like super duper dramatic, like taking off the clothes and ripping them off and kissing each other as if you are hungry? That's what I'm picking up here, because Scorpio is that. Scorpio is dramatic, Okay, so you guys having sex with each other, or you guys spending the night together, it's kind of like dramatic, like stay with me, or I cannot live without you, or I don't want to live another day without you. It might even be not that you guys say it, but you guys think it, and you guys think it like simultaneously. This energy of like, I don't know, like I don't want to go, or hold me tightly and like don't let me go, or stay in my arms. Or this is also the type of person to stay inside of you after they already, you know, put their juice inside of you. Now you guys have to be careful, because I also feel like it's gonna be rough sex, but it's gonna be like very passionate. It's gonna be like so passionate that, you know, like the bed will make noises, that the pillows fall down. It will be so intense where, I don't know, like you might be a little louder than usual with like moaning and screaming and stuff like that. But there's this energy of like, I don't know, it's like I cannot hold back anymore, or Scorpio is super duper intense, like I cannot hold back anymore, or I want to eat. Like this desire is so strong that you will feel like they're gonna, I don't know, they're eating you, or I don't know, like when they lick your nipple, you will feel like they're eating a dessert. Like this, they're like very intense, or the other way around. Okay, this is gonna be like intense. It's gonna be intense. I feel like also it's gonna be dramatic. I don't know why. Could be like a dramatic revelation of feelings, or a dramatic revelation of you guys are meant to be with each other. Now you guys have to be careful, because I feel like for some of you guys, if you're not careful, there's going to be some type of leaking. Okay, so if you don't want to get pregnant, you have to be very, very careful, because I see that here. Okay, let's see. What is pile number one's first night, first time, first sexy night going to be like? Yeah, again, you see guys, with the strength card here, I feel this energy of like, as if you're, how can I say that? As if all the tension that somebody feels is like, you leave it, yeah, I'm hearing you leave it out in the bed. I'm seeing like, when they put your hands, you know, on the bed, and then they grab the hand, and then they grab the hair, but it's like, it's so passionate, like, where have you been all my life? Or I've been waiting for you for so long, and here you are, and I cannot get enough of you. I want a second round, a third round. Like I keep feeling this energy of like, I cannot get enough of you. Or, whew, this is intense. Also this energy of like looking at each other naked for like 10 minutes, because you're, yeah, I'm hearing there's gonna be some type of obsession between the two of you. Okay, I feel like you guys are gonna be able to handle it, because both of you are very healthy individuals, or you both grew mature. Because if you were not mature, this would turn toxic very, very fast. But I feel a strong energy that the both of you grew mature throughout the years. Okay, but there's gonna be like an obsession where you cannot stop looking at them naked, or where you want to be naked, or like where you want to have sex like 3 times in a row, and you want to stay in bed, and you don't want to go out into the world anymore. Or you guys want to look at each other, like you don't want them to put on clothes, because you love to look at them naked. Or I don't know, like you cannot stop kissing that person, or you cannot stop looking at them while they're sleeping. It's like there's like this energy of like obsession that I pick up here. Okay, let's see, what is your sexy night going to be like? The Sun card. There's definitely some type of like, again, I feel like this is I keep feeling this energy of like, we're meant to be together, or we're meant to be with each other, or there's going to be a revelation of like, I love you just as much as you love me. And it's interesting, because the card says, when they turn out the lights, I will be there in the dark. I would also not be surprised if you guys are somewhere, the lights start to flicker. I'm also picking up a specific scenario. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but that's the energy. Okay, I'm picking up the energy where your future spouse talks about like their grandpa or their grandmother that they were very, very connected to, and they passed away like 3 years ago. And as they talk to you about their grandmother, the light starts to flicker, or there's a weird noise, or the door is shutting, like boom, the door is closing. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. There's something very odd going on here. Let me see, let me get one more card. Your first sexy night together. What's going on? Yeah, this is the type of person that really likes to lay in your boobs or really lay on your chest, or even if you have chest hair, they would probably play with your chest hair, or they would probably play with your boobs and stuff like that as they're laying on you. This would also be the type of person that likes to stay inside of you after they've come. They might also be like somebody who falls asleep on top of you. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. I'm also hearing there's gonna be slow seduction, okay? So I feel like it's gonna start very slowly, like kissing each other very slowly, taking the clothes off very slowly. I'm also picking up that you guys are gonna take your time with the foreplay, but as soon as this person enters your body, or the other way around, or as soon as your tongue enters their body or whatever, that's when it starts to become like very intense, okay? I'm also picking up you guys will cuddle a lot, like cuddling after sex. This person loves cuddling after sex. They don't like to get up after sex like immediately. They want to lay there naked with you. They want to look at your naked body. They want to look into your eyes after you guys are done. They want to talk. They want to talk after you guys had sex. This is not the type of person to fall asleep after sex. I feel like they're quite active, but not like that they are gonna stand up and do all kinds of things. I'm picking up like they like to cuddle, or they like to just lay there naked with you, okay? Or there could be a person like, they could also be a person who would prepare food for you, or you guys are gonna, you know, like eat something, like a little snack together, okay? But again, this is gonna be like a very unexpected, let's stay the night, like I'm gonna stay the night today because you don't feel good, or something happened, or I don't know, the lights are flickering, or like, I don't know, the signs, like, I don't know, there's something going on here, okay? Again, there could also be a spell is being broken on that day. I know it sounds very like dramatic, but I feel like it is going to be dramatic. There's going to be some type of like dramatic, theatrical energy in the air where there's dark magic and white magic and true love, and maybe also like exposing of sabotaging energy, but also exposing like spirit guides and the angels of love, and like, I don't know, like this is going to be wild. Yeah, it's going to be wild. Scorpio's wild. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. I'm going to extend this reading. We're going to look at what this energy is about that is going to be revealed on the day where you guys spend the night together. Okay, and then I'm also going to look at what will really, how they will seduce you, okay? How will they seduce you, or what will turn you on, okay? So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and if not, like the link to the extended is in the description box. It's on my Patreon. If you already are a Patreon, go ahead, watch the second part, and if not, I'm gonna see you on my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. How are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. It's actually a beautiful object here. It's actually it's actually a mirror here. Isn't that interesting? Like, I think you can see the reflection here. Aren't you something to admire? Because you're shining. I'm having a lot of fun. There could be an energy between the two of you where it's like a cat and mouse game, or like there's this energy of like, give me a moment, let's see what I'm picking up here. I'm already diving into your reading. First of all, hello, my beautiful pile number 2. We're gonna dive into what your first sexy night, your sleepover is gonna be like with your future spouse. I want to let you guys know this doesn't necessarily have to be that you guys will have sex or something like that. It could be, I mean, I can see that you guys will, but like pile number 1 was like, there was something going on, okay? So let's see, let me also maybe cleanse the energy here, and then we're gonna channel, and then we're gonna look at the cards together, okay? Now guys, before we start, I want to read out this card for you guys. Let me see if I can show it to you here. Okay, the card says healing, and it looks like there's a preparation, because pile number 1 was unexpected. Unexpectedly spending the night together, unexpectedly having sex with you guys. It feels more like somebody has been preparing for that night, for that sleepover or whatever. But let's see. So the card here says Pisces lunar, and the card says the full moon, gentle and maternal, soothes the wounds of the heart and illuminates the path to new love. Reflection. If the cause of suffering, including romantic anguish, is always an imbalance, healing is equivalent to restoring lost harmony. Magic. To heal a sorrow of the heart, ask the full moon for help. Swinging your arms up in her presence, wear her symbol, silver jewelry, shells, and white robes. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Pie number 2, what is your first night sleepover going to be like? I'm picking up the energy. This is probably gonna be a day where you guys will have, how can I say that? I feel like your inner child is coming out, okay? I'm picking up the energy watching your favorite movie, ordering pizza, or ordering your favorite ordering your favorite drink, your favorite food. It's kind of like 2 children, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if you would do like very goofy stuff together on that day where you guys spend the night together, like, I don't know, like dancing very like in a very goofy way to your favorite song, or doing some type of karaoke, or again like ordering pizza or playing games together. I'm picking up the energy of like you guys are gonna play games together, or maybe playing like some type of like card game together, or playing some type of like video game together is what I'm picking up here. There's definitely this energy of like the inner child is coming out, or what your inner child really likes to do, like, or like a very funny movie, for example, where you guys are gonna really laugh a lot together. Okay, this feels like a movie night for me, or it feels like a night where you order food. Okay, this to me, this doesn't feel like you guys are gonna go to a restaurant. For me, this feels like ordering food together here. Okay, yeah, I'm picking up the energy. This is definitely about like you guys letting out the inner child. Okay, I'm also picking up you guys are gonna talk about like your childhood and childhood dreams. Okay, I'm picking up the energy. I'm also picking up the energy that your future spouse is somebody who does business or something like that. Because with the Hanged Man here, it's interesting because when I started your reading, I heard the song Mirror by Justin Timberlake, but I now hear, and as long as I got my suit and tie, I'ma leave it out on the floor tonight. Let me show you a few things. Hold on, let's see what the lyrics is about, because I'm picking up the energy here because of the Hanged Man. So the energy of the song Suit and Tie, and it's interesting because the song Suit and Tie by Justin Timberlake is very, very how do you say that, very, very playful. Let me get a good look at it. Ooh, so thick. Now I know where they call it a fatty. Let me see. I can't wait till I get you on the floor good looking. Ooh, so if some of you guys, you might be going out to dance, or there might be an energy where you go out to dance, or you guys are gonna dance together like in your apartment or something like that. I don't feel like it's gonna be, I feel like you guys are gonna dance with each other, or even if you guys go somewhere where you dance, it doesn't feel like a club. It more so feels like maybe like an open air where there's music playing and you guys are gonna dance for like 1 or 2 minutes or something like that. Okay, it says, I can't wait till I get you on the floor good looking, going out so hot just like an oven. Okay, and I'll burn myself, but I just had to touch it. It's so fly and it's all mine. Hey baby, we don't mind all the watching, cause if they study close, real close, they might learn something. She ain't nothing but a little doozy when she does it. She's so fly. And as long as I got my suit and tie. It's interesting because the lyrics also says, ooh, you're my killer, my thriller, yeah, you're a classic and you're all mine tonight. So I'm also picking up the energy of like Michael Jackson. I don't know, some of you guys, you like Michael Jackson, or somebody here really likes to dance or really likes to sing or really likes karaoke or something like that. But again, it feels like a very light-hearted, I'm picking up a lot of songs by Justin Timberlake. Now I'm hearing Take Back the Night. Come on, lose me up until there's nothing left. Take back the night. I really feel like you guys are either gonna dance, or you guys are gonna blast music, or you're gonna put on music really, really loudly. You're gonna dance together. You might be like cooking together or something like that. Okay, let's see. Let me get a few more cards here. What is your first night going to be like? Which cards do I want to use? Give me a second here. I also feel like on your first night, you are definitely gonna make travel plans. I don't know why, particularly on that day, but you guys are gonna plan a trip, or you might even be, how do you say that? You might even be purchasing the tickets, okay? I'm definitely seeing that here. This is very, very intense here. For some of you guys, you might even be meeting each other on vacation, and you guys might also have your first night over on vacation, because I'm also picking up the energy of like a hotel room. Let me show you the cards here. Okay, I'm picking up the energy. For some of you guys, it's a hotel room that I'm picking up here. Now, this could be that you guys are gonna go to a hotel room to have your first night together for whatever reason. It could also be a fantasy of yours to have sex in a hotel room. Or this could be that you guys are gonna meet while traveling, and then it's like, hey, meet me at my hotel room or something like that, okay? Because I feel like, I strongly feel like this could be like vacation vibes. Now, if it's not on vacation that you guys will have sex or spend the night together, okay, let's say you guys meet each other on the first day or the second day of your vacation, then you guys spend some time together, and then on the last day before you guys fly to your country, you're like, hey, come to my hotel room or meet me at my hotel room or something like that, okay? Now, for others of you, if it's not on vacation or while you're traveling, I'm picking up the energy that you and your future spouse, you guys are definitely going to talk about traveling. I'm seeing here you guys are going to decide where you guys want to travel. You're definitely, I feel like you're going to purchase tickets or plane tickets to travel somewhere on that day. And it's interesting because whatever destination you would choose, it's going to be like a very significant trip or a very significant journey in your life, because it's really going to heal you, or this is like the trip that will really like solidify the bond between you and them, okay? Yeah, I strongly feel like you guys are going to talk about traveling, or you guys are going to talk about, let's travel together for the first time, let's get plane tickets here. For some of you guys, you always wanted to go to Greece or Italy. I'm picking up here. If that is like something that you have imagined, I'm seeing that here. This is what you guys are going to talk about. Let me see what else is coming through here. I'm also seeing here south of France. I'm talking about Côte d'Azur, okay, or Marseille or something like that. Or this could be like a city where there's a lot of water, or like a city that is like very is well known for like fishing or fish or like seafood or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, you're definitely gonna talk about traveling, or or your first night spent together is you going on vacation together, like a weekend trip to Italy, to Greece, to somewhere, okay? Guys, I live in Europe, that's why I say that it doesn't have to be that. This could also be, if I would see this energy like in the United States, I would say something about like Miami, or I don't know, I'm not really familiar with the United States. Okay, but I'm picking up this might be also a place that has like yeah, I'm picking up like Santorini, like Greece or something like that, okay? But I'm picking up this could also be a place that is I'm also picking up something in Turkey, okay? For some of you guys, it's also Turkish country, city, or whatever. This could also be Paris. But again, guys, I'm not really familiar with the United States, but it feels like if you guys are going to travel, it's a place that has a lot of water and a lot of trees or a lot of flowers. It's a very beautiful place here, okay? This might even be a place. I'm also hearing Las Vegas. Las Vegas. How do you pronounce it? Like, could also be like something that is like very flashy here. You guys are gonna definitely talk about like traveling together. Either you guys are on vacation together, and that's the first time you spent the whole night with each other, or this is gonna be on vacation, or you guys are gonna talk about going on vacation together on that day. Okay, let's see. I'm also picking up the energy here. Your foreplay is gonna be very long, okay? There's gonna be a lot of like, let me lick you, let me go down on you. The first row might be that you both will have like a climax because you go down on them, they go down on you. Okay, there's something about like slowly taking off each other's clothes or something like that. Let me see. Oh, I'm hearing somebody's gonna take over. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm very, very excited for the seduction part here, because I'm gonna ask, I think I'm gonna ask that in the extended, how they will seduce you on that night. Okay, but I feel like there's somebody seducing the other person here. Okay, ooh, I can see it. Okay, let me get one more card. You know what I'm picking up here? This is like, I'm gonna describe it to you. Okay, so they tell you, hey, come over to my place, like I got something for you, or I want to spend the night with you, or I don't know, let's cuddle together today, whatever. So they open up the door, okay, and you can already, how can I say that? If you look at them, you're like, why are you looking at me like that? But it's kind of this energy of like, how can I explain that? As if they're taking over. Then they would like, you are like in the front door, and the first thing that they do is like they grab your waist and they kiss you very like passionately. You're not even one, like your foot is not even in the door. They're already grabbing you and already pushing you to the wall, okay? And then giving you a gentle kiss, and then they're already touching you and stuff like that. And then afterwards, you guys are gonna order pizza, because I feel like there's somebody here that cannot wait. Because I feel like this might also be an energy where you guys will wait a long time until you actually spend the night together. Could be because of religious beliefs, or because it's just a rule that you have for yourself, or circumstances when it's, for example, like a long distance relationship here. But on the first, like, I'm picking up the first thing when you come into the apartment or the hotel room is like a passionate kiss, and putting your hands on the wall, or, you know, like touching your crotch, or like, I don't know, like they're immediately gonna take you and make love to you. They're definitely the type of, your future spouse is definitely the type of person to like take control. Their mission on that day is to seduce you. Okay, if this is a lady, she already has her best lingerie on. If this is a man, you might open the door and they already have a boner. Okay, they might already show you, yeah, I'm hearing, is this a gun, or are you just happy to see me? But when you look at that energy, it's already very like funny and lighthearted. Does that make sense? This is definitely a night of seduction. This is a night of seduction. Or you are usually the type who's very conservative, or you like to wear your turtlenecks. I love turtlenecks. But on that day, your boobs are completely like visible, or you wear something sheer and you're acting all innocent, like, oh, you know, I felt hot, that's why I put this lingerie on, but let me go to the kitchen and prepare something for us. And you know exactly that your future spouse cannot take their fingers off of you. Does that make sense? This is definitely the energy of like, oh, let's eat together, but can I wait until after eating, because I want to eat you now? Okay, or there's already gonna be a boner, already gonna be a tree between their legs. Or let's say, oh wow, this is intense, I'm picking up, let's say you are in the kitchen, or you're doing something like, hey, I just want to make some tea for us, or a drink or whatever, and then they come from the back and they touch you between your legs, and they can tell that you're already wet, and then it's like you do it in the kitchen or something like that. Okay, so I'm picking up, this is like the energy where, yeah, I feel like you guys, you might be doing it on the floor or on the kitchen, like on a table. Okay, you guys might choose a very interesting place because you cannot stop. And let me calm down. Let me see. What is your first night going to be like? What's going on? Yeah, look at that. We have like a surfboard here. Okay, and we have the kitchen. I can't make this up. Do you see that here? It's a kitchen. Okay. I'm hearing breakfast in bed, or the next day you guys are gonna have like a very beautiful breakfast together, or you're going out for breakfast here. Let me see. What is your first night going? I literally, and you can see that she's wearing a bra in the kitchen. Why is your t-shirt not on? Because you know exactly what you're doing. This is what I'm picking up here. This is definitely seducing each other. Okay, this is definitely seducing each other. They put on their sweatpants because they know that you can see how big, you know, their in-between is, or on that day you wear something where your nipples are visible, or they wear something where their nipples are visible because they want to provoke you. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. I love it. Oh my god. Let's see, what is your first night with your future spouse going to be like? There's definitely music involved. Okay, there's definitely music involved where you guys are going to listen to your favorite songs, your favorite artist, okay, your favorite music here. You guys might even go out to dance before you go home together. Okay, this is also an energy that I pick up here. Or there could also be like sexual healing music. You know that song, like that sexual healing? This is what I'm picking up here. I can't. Okay, I'm picking up the energy of like seducing each other, but it also has a hint of like goofiness where you cannot be serious, or you're doing something on purpose, or they're gonna sit in front of you like with like a bulk and their legs are like wide open and you're looking at them like, how am I supposed to eat my food when you're sitting like that? I love it. Okay, let me get one more. There's also going to be a lot of kissing. I'm hearing like this could also be like a song that will be so romantic or so sexual that you guys are going to start kissing. There's going to be a lot of kissing in the foreplay, okay? There's also going to be a lot of kissing here. Let me see. What is your first night going to be like? There's somebody here who their mission is to seduce. I feel like it's gonna come from the both of you, but this is gonna be like how do you say that? This is gonna be planned. I'm also hearing if a woman has a bra on that matches her panties, she decided to have sex with you on that day and not you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, there could be something about lingerie. There could also be something if in case you guys do talk about fantasies, they're gonna do something that you thought in your fantasies or something like that. Let's say, for example, I really like whips, or I have been thinking about like buying a whip or something like that, you know, and you guys talk about it, and then when you meet your future spouse, when you go to their hotel room or when you guys, you know, meet each other, they have a whip. Does that make sense? Let me see one more. What's going on here? I really enjoy your reading because pile number 1 was not that lighthearted. There was a lot going on. Let's see, what is your first night going to be like? 7 of Wands. Okay, this is funny. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy in case you guys are going to go out to dance. Oh, I'm picking up this energy where 2 people are dancing, but you guys are so close to each other that it's going to get dangerous for the man to not have a tree in the public. You know, like this energy of like you guys are going to be so sexually attracted to each other as you are at this restaurant, as you are like, because I feel like there's something about dancing, but it doesn't feel like a club. It feels like a bar. It more so feels like a bar or like a rooftop bar, or like where they play music outdoors, or something like that, or like street artists where there's music playing as you cross a bridge. Okay, it doesn't feel like a club. It just feels like there's gonna be music in the air. And there's going to be this energy of like, let's dance for a few seconds, or let's sing to that song, okay? And there's going to be this energy, I feel like, when you guys are dancing with each other, because I'm being brought to like this one place in my city where they sometimes dance to jazz music, but it's an outdoor beach bar. It's an outdoor beach bar with really pretty lights. And I'm picking up you guys are going to dance together, for example, and your leg is between their thighs and like stuff like that, and then it's like, oh, I'm wet but we're still in public, or I don't know, like you wear something where your nipple slips out, something like that. I don't know, there's something about like we are in public so we cannot do it. Oh, that's why maybe this energy is of like you guys are gonna choose a very weird spot to have sex, or right when you walk through the door, because you have been like waiting to do it for 3 hours, eating, being at this bar and stuff like that. Okay, because I'm picking up this energy of like holding back until you can finally take each other's clothes off or something like that. Okay, this is freaking funny. I can't. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. We're going to look at how they will seduce you and what will really turn you on as they make love to you or as you spend the night together. Okay, so I'm going to see you on the extended. Okay, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that energy here. Okay, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and I'm gonna see you there, and if not, I'm gonna see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. My beautiful pie number 3, last but not least. So you chose this beautiful chandelier crystal here. Okay, I know it looks yellow. It looks purple right now, but it looked really green on the screen. I mean, like in natural light. But let me not ramble. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Okay, so we're gonna look at your first sexy night with your future spouse. That does not mean that you guys will have sex. Okay, this could just be you sleeping over at each other's place, touching each other. Depends on what is gonna come out. Okay, just to let you guys know. I think I want to cleanse the energy first. I'm gonna channel the energy first, and then we're gonna look at the cards together. Okay, just to let you guys know. The first thing that I'm hearing here for you guys is the day where you guys will have sex or spend the night together is also gonna be the day where you tell each other that you love each other. This is like pretty much like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Are we in a relationship? I love you. Do you love me? I am serious with you. Okay, there is definitely the conversation. This is gonna be like, yeah, I'm hearing like, because sometimes people come together and there's not the conversation of like, hey, are we together? This relationship is all about like, are we together? Like, are we together? Like, I love you. Do you love me? You know, I fall in love with you right now. I want to make sure that you feel the same way. This is definitely, you guys will have a conversation about how do you feel about me? How do I feel about you? Which I love. Okay, I want to read out this beautiful card from the guidebook. It says power, and I think this is Leo, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let me see if I can show it to you guys. That's what the card looks like. Okay, so let me read it out from the guidebook, and then we go from there. I feel like you're interesting. I feel like your reading is going to be the most traditional out of all. And when I say traditional, for me, this feels like pie number 1 was, there was something else going on. And pie number 2 was also something else going on. But for you guys, I feel like it is more traditional, like a traditional talk, a traditional asking somebody out, a traditional, like, let's see, let's find out. So we have the number 36 here. Let's see. Number 36 here. So it says power, and it says lunar node. The union of yin and yang polarities is expressed in 2 cats, one white and one black, curled up in the basket. The same scene in the human version for the 2 entwined lovers, voluntarily tied at the wrists and ankles by a pink ribbon that underlines the strength of their union, willed by destiny. Their promise of eternal love is entrusted to a parchment that burns in the fireplace. Interesting. Okay. So the card also says, or the book also says, the lunar node is the interweaving or 2 orbits, the earth with the moon. Therefore, it represents a bond as strong as destiny or karma. Ooh. Okay. Okay. To reveal, okay, and then it says magic, and it says to reveal love karma together with your partner, write on a parchment what brought you together, overcoming the obstacle of previous existences, then throw it into the flames to make it eternal. Ooh. Emphasize the joy of this union by tying wrist to wrist and ankle to ankle with a pink ribbon, practicing 7 knots. Is there some bondage going on, or do you guys like bondage? Not for everybody. Okay, not for everybody. Guys, that's interesting. Give me a moment here. I feel like your first night together is gonna be romantic. Okay, because I feel pie number 1 was dramatic and pie number 2 was nasty, but yours is romantic. I feel a romantic energy here with you guys, to be honest with you. Yeah, this feels like a candlelight dinner, or it feels like It feels like I'm hearing it's like a very calm energy, like a very calm night, or oh, I'm also hearing, give me a moment. This could also be around some type of holiday, because I'm being brought to like a Sunday where nobody's going out, or like where the town is like a ghost town because everybody's at home because of a holiday or something like that. Or this could be around a holiday because I'm being brought to Christmas or New Year's Eve or winter season, okay? But it doesn't have to be. It could just be the energy that is in the air, okay? I'm picking up your first night with your future spouse is gonna be very sensual. Very sensual, very calm, very peaceful, very harmonious. This is this energy of like, again, telling each other, hey, I love you. And then the other person says, I love you too. And then there's like kissing and cuddling and being happy about like, oh, okay, now the cat, I'm hearing now the cat is out of the bag, you know, now it's no more hiding. Okay, because the card that we have here says, I think you are the sexiest woman I ever met. And then she says, Harry, don't be ridiculous. I'm wearing my glasses. Everything about you I find sexy. So I feel like your first night with your future spouse is also going to be filled with a lot of compliments, or where your future spouse is going to make you a lot of compliments, or you're really going to feel admired on that day where you guys spend the night together. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of like admiration where they will make a lot of compliments, or they will give you a lot of compliments that you are the woman they waited for, you are the man that they waited for, or they find you so freaking sexy, or do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this energy of like they're gonna tell you how much you mean to them. They're gonna tell you how sexy they find you. They're gonna tell you how beautiful they find you. They're gonna tell you like, they're gonna say, I'm hearing they're gonna say something with their chest. It's kind of like, how can I say that? I also want to say that with you guys, I pick up that your future spouse is somebody who is going to be so sure of you that they will make moves very fast. Meaning, oh yeah, the way that I said it, because we have here relocation, long distance travel. This could possibly be a long distance relationship. It doesn't have to. But I'm picking up the energy here that your future spouse would be the type of person to say that they want you to, oh, interesting. Okay, here we go. So I feel like your future spouse is the type of person to give you their keys to their apartment, or they already made room for your things in their apartment. So this is gonna be, again, it's like very traditional and very serious from the get-go. It's this energy of like, yeah, I'm picking up this energy. They're gonna reveal to you how sure they are of you, or how much they love you. There's definitely gonna be like the energy of, let me show you how sure I am of you, or let me show you. They're the type of person to say, you're the one for me, or I know you're the one for me, or I know I'm going to marry you, or I know we're going to have children together, or something like that, okay? Let's see. Let me get a few more cards here. Oh, another card that came out here for you guys is also going to be like intense eye contact is what I'm picking up here, pile number 3. Okay, and the card says, and when he looked, or when he or she looked into my eyes, it wasn't a glance, it wasn't a praise, it was a message, it was a song. He was telling me, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. You see, the I am here and I'm not going anywhere reminds me of like, let me give you my second keys so that you can come anytime you want to. And if you want to, you can move in, okay? This doesn't have to be that they will say that immediately, but there could be a hint of, yeah, I'm being brought to like Sex in the City, where they talk about like, when is it too early to keep your stuff at your boyfriend's or girlfriend's house? And how Carrie was like fighting for her toothbrush to stay in Mr. Big's place, and he always told her, hey, take your stuff with you. But this is the complete opposite, where they say, why don't you keep a jumper at my place? Why don't you keep like something like that? I don't know. I feel like there's this energy of like, now it is serious, or now it is official between the two of us. Okay. Now, it also says, he was telling me I'm not going anywhere, and I had never held eye contact that long with anyone before. It was so much better than simply hearing words spoke. So there's this energy of like looking deep into your eyes and telling you like, I love you, I want to move in with you, or I want you to spend the night here, or something along those lines. Okay, this is like very, your future spouse is very straightforward. Okay, there's this energy of like everything is going to be very, yeah, there's something about they're going to be very clear with that they want you, that they want to be with you, so they're going to say it. Now, pile number 3 with the Queen of Wands, I'm also picking up the energy. Let me see if the light is okay. Whoop. Now, with the Queen of Wands right here, I'm also picking up the energy of, I'm seeing a scenario. I think I'm going to close my eyes with you guys, okay? So I'm just channeling if I do that. I'm seeing a scenario where, wow, there's a song coming through. What is it called? By Claudio. Ooh, okay. I'm going to put this song down in the description box, but it's a very intense song. Okay, let me gather my thoughts. Let me clear my throat. But you see, when I say let me clear my throat, somebody is getting prepared to say something. And what would they say? I love you, I want to be with you, you're the one for me. Okay. So I'm seeing a picture of a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, and they have a robe on. And the other person, for me this looks like one person is laying in bed, and then the other person is standing in front of the bed, and there's like strong eye contact, and the person that is standing has a robe on, and they take the robe off, and they're completely naked in front of the other person, okay? And I'm picking up this energy of, I'm not perfect, here I am, I'm not perfect, I have scars, or like, there's something about like, this is the naked truth, this is who I am, I'm not perfect, this is me. And do you take me as I am? For some of you guys, it might be a little bit like worried about your body, that your future spouse will not like your body. That's why this is so dramatic here, like taking off the robe, and this is like, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, you can leave, but this is who I am and I cannot change it. Oh my God. And then your future spouse is like, I love you just the way you are, or this is exactly what I like, or this is exactly why I like you. This could be like an energy where you're going to reveal some type of insecurity, or they might reveal some type of insecurity to you, and then it's like, are you stupid? I love you. Like, this is like, this doesn't even matter. Okay, something like that here. And I'm also being brought to the song. Let me see what the song is, okay? What is this about? It's by Sabrina Claudio. I think it's Time is Standing Still. Wait, I'm gonna put the song in the description box. It's intense. It's a very intense song. Stand still, right? Okay. Let's see. Your favorite color might be emerald green, or you might be wearing something green right now, or there's just something about the green color that might be significant. So the song says, time stands still while we stand here. You see, because I saw you standing there naked, or your future spouse standing there naked. Let's say, for example, like they're there and they're like, I don't have like muscles like other guys, but like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. There's this energy of like, I want to show you who I truly am. I'm also being brought to, your future spouse could have something very special about them, but it's not like everybody else. So when everybody has a big booty, your future spouse might have like, I don't know, they might be able to speak 5 languages, but they don't have a butt. And then they feel insecure about not having a Coca-Cola shaped body, but you're gonna be like, you speaking 5 languages is sexier than a butt. Does that make sense? There's something about like insecurities, and your future spouse is gonna tell you, what the heck are you even thinking? First of all, I didn't even notice, and second of all, what you bring to the table is even sexier than what everybody else brings to the table. Okay? There's something about, here I am, I'm also being brought to the scene in Cinderella, because I love Disney movies. I'm being brought to the scene Cinderella where the prince was looking for Cinderella, and she was not sure if he would take her for who she is, because she was not a princess. He was a prince and he was supposed to marry a princess, but she was not a princess. And then she was like, here I am, this is who I am, and I'm just a normal girl, or like I'm just the girl next door, for example. Okay, I'm not saying that you are, but that's the energy, like some type of insecurity, like this is who I am, and I don't know if that's enough for you. And your future spouse, like your future spouse is gonna look at you like, what in the world are you even thinking? Okay, or they're gonna tell you like, there's different reasons why I love you, not your body, or like not like, I don't know, there's something about like, your future spouse is going to be shocked that you have that insecurity because they didn't even think about it, or they didn't even notice it, or like, I don't know, something like that, okay? And she said something like, yeah, this is who I am, and I don't know if it's enough for you, but this is who I am, that's my truth, you know? And then the prince in the movie said, well, this is exactly why I love you. You know, this is like, I don't know, because you are different, like you being different and not like other people is exactly why I like you. Like, everybody has a big booty. I love big booties, like nothing wrong with that, okay? I like big butts and I cannot lie. But they're like, well, I've had a lot of women with big butts and it never worked, so I'm not looking for that anymore. Does that make sense? Okay, something like that, or something that you think is too quirky, or like you feel like, oh, I hate my glasses, okay, like my glasses are not sexy, and they're like, oh, I love it when you wear your glasses, and you're like, that is what you find sexy about me, my glasses? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you're gonna be shocked that they will find something sexy about you that you thought was something that people don't find sexy about you. Some people actually love belly fat, okay? Some people love like a really nice stomach, a really nice tummy, or some people really like a slender figure. They don't like men with muscles. They actually like men that are like skinny. Do you know what I mean? Like, what you think is like, oh, you know, like, I don't have that. This is exactly what they're gonna love about you, okay? Or they might be the type of person that they actually don't like perfect bodies. They like bodies that are, oh yeah, your spirit guides are here. They actually like bodies with like scars and moles and like stripes, and they actually find that sexy, and you're like, oh my god, all the time I was hiding it, but they actually like it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's look at the lyrics. So, the lyric says, time stands still, and listen to it. It's a beautiful song. While we stand here, don't wanna fight you. I need the same as you. I want trust too. I want us to. I want lust too. I want love too. I want this too. I'm wanting you. Touch me. Wasted screaming. Now listen, I promise you'll hear me better. You're so unaware that we're feeling the same thing, the same damn thing. You see? It's like a big revelation of like, oh, I'm in love with you, and I wanted to wait until I tell you, but I can't, and like, I want us to, I want to try again, I have trust issues, but I want to work on it, and like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's a very honest conversation about like, I don't know, like I'm insecure about that, or this is what is holding me back, but I want to try, I want to give love another chance, or I need the same as you. So it's kind of like telepathic communication where they will say what you think and you will say what they think, or you guys will, you will end each other's sentences, okay? Because you want the same thing here, okay? There could also be, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, I'm also picking up this energy where you might have a little disagreement, okay? You might have a little moment where you agree to disagree, or you might have a little disagreement. Now, hear me out. The reason why the disagreement happened in the first place was because somebody felt insecure or something was not revealed, Okay, so there could be an energy where you guys are sitting on a table and then they say something that makes you feel insecure, and then you guys will have like a little bit of a disagreement, okay? And then you guys are gonna meet the next time, and then you're gonna talk about very openly about what happened. But that discussion also brings you to I love you or I want to be with you, or what are you thinking? I didn't even think that way. It's kind of like a misunderstanding or a disagreement that you guys will have. And you guys will talk it out on the day where you guys meet and spend the night together, or this person will feel like they finally want to tell you that they love you because they don't want you to think that they're not serious, but maybe they have a problem with saying I love you. Does that make sense? And they're going to tell you, hey, I actually have a problem, but I'm going to tell you now, okay, that I want us to, because maybe you got the signal that they don't want to be with you, or this was just in your head because of some type of insecurity or whatever, okay? So there could be an energy where there has to be like there's gonna be a very open conversation that is gonna turn out very like beautifully, where you guys are gonna talk about like, man, I thought you meant that, and then this person's like, no, what I actually meant was this and that, and you're like, oh man, maybe I was like, you know, a little bit insecure in that moment. Or maybe then you're gonna open up, you know, like last time there was this happening and then I thought you meant the same thing, but maybe I shouldn't compare you with other people. And then this open, does that make sense? This open conversation of like, I fucking love you. Why don't you get it in your head? Or like, why are you insecure about that? That doesn't make any sense. Like something along those lines here, okay? Because again, there could be like a fight, but there could also be like a fight play, you know, like fighting with pillows, or like chasing each other like in the apartment, or having like a discussion where you like disagree, but it's kind of like in a playful, funny way, like, you know, like you don't know what you're talking about, and then you're like, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, and then you both have like an attitude like, okay. Does that make sense? But it turns into like very hot and steamy sex is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, but I'm gonna put the song down in the description box in case you want to listen to it. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here, and there's definitely an energy where somebody's gonna watch the other person sleep, okay? Like for example in the morning, okay? You're sleeping, then you open up your eyes and the eyes of the other person is already looking at you, and you're like, did you look at me sleeping? And this person's like, no, I didn't. I don't know, I find it funny. I find your energy really funny here, like really beautiful. But it's this energy of like, if we talked about what we feel openly, we would have never had this fight. Does that make sense? Or we would never had this disagreement. Okay, let's see. I'm also picking up this energy here of slowly. Yeah, I'm picking up this energy. Why am I picking this energy up here? I'm picking up somebody is sitting on the bed, and then the other person's like slowly taking off their clothes. I don't know, it's like very dramatic here, but this could also be like this could be metaphorically speaking of like, I'm gonna put all the cards on the table. I'm gonna make myself vulnerable by telling you that I've never loved somebody the way I love you, which is like metaphorically speaking of somebody being completely naked and exposed, right? And then for others of you, this could also be quite literally where there's gonna be this energy of like, this person's gonna take their clothes off and stand like naked in front of you in their full glory, or there's gonna be like a slowly taking each other's clothes off, and then like slowly like looking at the whole body. And there's also like slow kissing. They're slowly taking the clothes off, slowly stroking. I'm hearing your sex is gonna be like slow. This is gonna be like slowly going inside, or slowly licking, slowly kissing. It's like everything, because the song also says time stands still. So this is not sex where everything is rushed. This can also be really nice, right? Like, you know, like but this for me feels like it's very slowly, slow speaking, whispering, breathing, like why is this coming through, guys? I need to take a shower after I'm done with this reading. Damn. Okay, there could also be this energy of like deep breathing. Oh, for some of you guys this could be tantra sex, okay? If you are into tantra sex or kundalini or breath work or something like that, this is definitely your pile. Okay, I feel like this is like slow this is like slowly making love to each other. I'm hearing here we are all alone in this room. Oh. And girl, I know when we start what we're gonna do. I'll take my time, we'll be all night, girl. Let me take you down, I really wanna take you down and show you what I'm about. This is a song by Chris Brown, Take You Down. Okay, let me take you down. Your body up and down. Yeah, this is slow sex, slow kissing, slow sex, slow seduction. And before that, there's a grand revelation finale of feelings. Okay, let's see. What is your first night going to be like with your future spouse? Yeah, absolutely. You might be connected to pile number 2, not for all of you. But this is like the extended of pile number 2, so I'm not quite sure. Because this card came out in the extended for pile number 2. Yeah, I'm hearing you are my Valentine. You are, oh, for some of you guys, it could also be like very poetic or very philosophical when they like, this could also be the first time where you call each other mine. Like you are mine, or you are my Valentine, or you are mine, or yeah, something like that. But well, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, there could also be an energy where how can I say that? Yeah, I keep feeling like everything that was on your mind or their mind is going to be revealed on that day. Okay, let me get one more. What is the night going to be like with pile number 3 and their future spouse? Yeah, clarity, full circle moment. Okay, nothing is hidden anymore. Nothing is hidden anymore. And then we have celebrity, high social status, and public figure. So you could really be connected to, was it pile number 2? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. We also have the card here, eye contact and a lip bite. It's how she lets you know. I cannot hide my lust. Okay. And then we have here air couple. An air couple is about the king and the queen of swords. So there's an energy of seducing each other with words, or seducing each other by whispering things into each other's ears. There's definitely going to be like a conversation between the two of you that will, I'm hearing, that will start the fire. Okay, then this card here says, I have never in my life felt so calm yet on fire, all at the same time, knowing deep in my bones he is who I've waited for all my life. And I'm seeing the emphasis on the calm energy. It's like a calm day, or again, you guys might have had like a fight where there's going to be a little bit of tension between the two of you, or a misunderstanding where you're not quite sure what they mean and they're not quite sure what you mean, and it's kind of like both of you are kind of confused, and then you guys meet to have like a conversation and then come to find out they're just as much in love with you as you are with them. Okay, this could be a reason, like again, this could be some type of like insecurities that will bubble up, okay, that will kind of like, but you guys would talk it out, so there's nothing wrong with that. But there's this energy of like feeling calm. So this is not about like nervousness. I feel like you guys are going to be very like calm, and you're going to feel very calm and safe in this person's presence. So it's going to be like a very calm and harmonious day. But again, I feel like there's going to be, yeah, but I'm also picking up the energy here of, yeah, it almost feels like, because I'm picking up like somebody's hands are sweating. So there could be an energy where in the beginning there's some type of nervousness because you guys tell each other that you love each other and it's like a big conversation. And then I'm picking up the energy that you're gonna let all the tension out in the bedroom. Does that make sense? So all the desires that you held back, you're gonna let it out. It almost feels like you're not gonna have sex, you're gonna make love to each other. It's gonna feel like love making, okay? Kissing the person from head to toe, or again, like really slowly grinding on them. This is slow sex, slowly grinding, slowly going in and out, okay? Let me tell you. And I feel like you guys are gonna have so much sex that you don't, like, I feel like it's gonna turn daytime, because you guys are gonna have sex the whole night, and then it's gonna turn like daytime, or you guys are gonna be up the whole night talking, having sex, talking again, having sex again, and then the sun is rising and you're like, oh my god, like how much time has passed. Okay, you're not gonna have a sense of time. Time is like, you don't know what time is on that day, okay? Let me see one more. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm hearing drunken love. For some of you guys, you might even drink a little bit here together, like drink a glass of wine. Not for all of you. What is your first night going to be like together? Yeah. One more. What's the first night going to be? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This is the day where wow. This is the day where you decide. Oh, that's interesting. I'm also hearing it's a day where somebody decides to make a sacrifice. Now, when I say that, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are like long distance, or there could be an energy where there's some type of like long distance, or I'm also picking up somebody wants to right their wrongs. Okay, I'm being brought to Bryson Tiller. Yeah, right my wrongs, but I'm picking up like that again. There could be an energy where there's like a misunderstanding or a fight before you guys fully come together, because again, there's insecurities, misunderstanding. You didn't ask them what do you mean, they didn't ask you what do you mean. Okay, and then there could be an energy where you're mad at them, or they're mad at you, or there's some type of energy like where you guys are upset, and then yeah, that's what it is. And then somebody's gonna stand in front of your door with a bouquet, is gonna send you like a sweet text message, hey, we need to talk. And then there's this energy of like revealing, like, oh, you know, this is how I really feel about you. I didn't mean it the way I said it or the way it came out of my mouth. I was just nervous, okay? So there's definitely an energy of like, I don't know, I feel like you guys are gonna have a disagreement. I don't feel like it's a huge fight. I feel like it's a disagreement where somebody, I'm hearing, I didn't get the memo, or I didn't understand what you meant when we were talking, okay? I also feel like this could be an energy where somebody is stressed because of work, and then they say something that they didn't even mean, and then the other person feels like, you know, a little bit like down, or like I don't know what to think about it. And then there's this energy of like, hey, come here, you know, I was just nervous, like I wanted to tell you but I was nervous. And you're like, what did you want to tell me? That I love you? Didn't you hear that? And you're like, no, I was falling asleep, I didn't hear you say that. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. It's like they already said I love you on the phone and you didn't get it, and then they're mad because you didn't get it, and then you're mad because they act weird, and then it's like, okay, let's stop it, okay, let's talk about it, okay? There's definitely an energy of like maturity, especially from your future spouse, where they would be like, no, we have to talk about it. Like, we cannot be like ignoring each other or being silent with each other, or there's something going on. They would also be the type of person like, what's going on? Let's talk about it. Okay, which is very healthy in a relationship. And then it's like, oh, that's what it is. Okay. And then you guys look at each other like, okay, so we're in love with each other. And then you guys look at each other like, okay, well, let me kiss her. You may kiss the bride. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here. So there could be a little bit of like, you guys are going to make it harder than it has to be in the beginning, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. But I think it's also gonna, I don't know, nothing is perfect. You know, the object that you've chosen also has like a, it's not completely round. It has like its edges, you know, it's not perfect, it's edgy, okay? There's this energy of like, we talked about it, I'm not perfect, here I am. This is what I'm picking up here. But it's so beautiful, it's so authentic, it's so real, it's so natural, okay? There could also be an energy of like, I find you cute when you're upset, or you're so sexy when you're upset, and you're like, stop it. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here, okay? So, my beautiful pile number 3, I'm gonna extend this reading now on Patreon. The link is down in the description box. We are going to look at how they will seduce you, okay? How they will seduce you and what will really turn you on that day when you are with them, okay? So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box. And if not, I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely, lovely day, okay? Bye!